Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another run here with Dobbins. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Throwing on first down. Meeks. They set up the screen for Dobbins. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Off play action. Meeks. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. They find some open field here. There's the stiff arm. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
I can't believe they let you play.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Check 31, check 31.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive 7 plays in length, and it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Bucs now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a former most valuable player in the National Football League, the always dangerous Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson. This is White on the screen. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morris. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They will run for the first time here with White. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. A 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. Past the 20. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So they get the interception and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick six, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And really, you can't have a better situation than this. 1st and goal at the 1. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets them back for 2nd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
In your face.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Their mobile quarterback, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. We've seen this already from him in this game. 2nd time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. They have the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Jackson. He's got White here. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson will throw again. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Jackson now. Flushed out right. Oh, he faked him with a juke. Now he's got some room. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Caught on the slant. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Buccaneers are back within a score. And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field. The fullbacks for the defense, they knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop them. They knew they had to meet them with a little bit of force. But on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
Point after try forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Meeks. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
Back to throw. Meeks. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Meeks. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go option to the short side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Meeks going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's a high draft pick, so maybe a bit of a mulligan, but you never want to throw a preseason interception, especially as a rookie.
No, but this is the time to do it, right? Let's get the kinks out. He's still got to learn how to read coverages, still has to learn the entire offense, has to see how he fits with the players around him. But bottom line is what you said right in the beginning. He's a high draft pick. They want him on the field sooner rather than later, so let's keep giving him some reps and seeing what they have.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Goodwin. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Steps away to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
The drive will start with an option going left. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll go again with Dobbins, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Meeks, and in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. Now it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Morris. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw again is Jackson.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's the option going right. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
So this play, you know, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right.
Gets past one man. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
101 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23.
A gain of 13 yards. 54.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He's at the 40, the 20. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. They can't ask for much more than this. They've got it 1st and goal from the 5. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have got it back to within a score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
He's going to keep this again. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Meeks. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll try the draw here with Dobbins. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. He finds his target. It's Evans. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Dancing to his left. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Come on, D. 45's the mic. 45's the mic.
On 1st and 10, Meeks. He completes it to Evans. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Back to throw. Meeks. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Logan Hall. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
Your partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Meeks. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Tucker now for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalpost. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, still a lot to keep an eye on. Guys battling, trying to make a ball club. We'll send it back to 2 guys already on our team. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Throwing right, and that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw is Heineke. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. First down, here's White. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Heineke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. On 3rd down, Heineke on the move to his left. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Going right side is White. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. 2nd down, here's Davis Price. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Heineke. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Up the middle they go. McDowell. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Thompson down. Quick slant. That's caught by the 5'11" Landry. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Hey. 45.
Thompson will look to the air on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 2nd down now, McDowell. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 3.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Thompson. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Thompson. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 59-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain an 11-point spread. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw again on 2nd down. Heineke firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They run straight ahead here with White. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Opting to run again here with White. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Heineke. Hard throw. Incomplete. They'll run for it. This is White. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a 2nd down and 6. And a play fake, and now Heineke. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Off the play fake, Heineke. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves. And now they...
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. They're going to try and run. And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit. And then tonight to see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
At the 26-yard line.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big pickup of 38.
These preseason games are big in the development of rookie receivers, and now their teams want to see if they're going to be truly NFL caliber. So oftentimes, offensive coordinators will call certain plays to see how they react. Give him a big check mark for that one.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a give right side. McDowell. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Thompson.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. McDowell, and they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
They'll try and run for it. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Skylar Thompson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Tucker with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Heineke. He's got Otten. That'll give him 8 that time. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Heineke. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
We got 4. We got 4.
Up the middle they go. Pendleton. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 32-yard line.
Throwing. Heineke. Otten brings it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, Heineke. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 14-yard line.
Heineke to throw it. Over the middle, it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a gain of 6.
Now Heineke. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. From 8 yards out. And the Buccaneers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Let's go.
1st down, here's Thompson. Caught by his tight end, Wesco.
Holding offense.
Killing ourselves. Let's go,
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Single, slop. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Taps it now from the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out come the Bucs now. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They start the drive with White, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff up the middle. Pendleton, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Right back to him on 1st down. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Play action now. Here's Heineke. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 3.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Here we go. 58, boys. 58. 58.
Heineke now. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tyus Bowser blowing that play up.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield. But it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad. But a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll try the right side here with White. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And this is caught. That's Watkins.
Remember now, no overtime in the preseason, but where the score's at now, overtime would be unlikely. If these guys can put it in the end.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Up the middle they go. Pendleton. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Bucs have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So the Ravens now down by a field goal. At time, a huge factor. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's Thompson.
Staying on his feet. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Thompson's throw caught there by Wallace.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
Thompson, desperation time.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Now Thompson. He's got Landry. Oh, and a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51.
One final try for Thompson.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.